I'm all set.
No solo shit out there.
This won't be easy, but it counts. Secure those drives.
Copy that, Angel.
Understood, McKay.
There must be a good haul of unsecured data drives on the ground down there. That's them. Occupying forces.
Scan the area. What's out there?
Hostiles are signaling for reinforcements. Look for the signal.
Come on, get up, get up!
Ready! Dosage set. Reloading!
First data drive secure. Let's find the others. Just a second.
Enemy reinforcements en route. You should be able to see their signal. They called in reinforcements. Hunt down that signal if you want to stop it.
Enemy soldier marked 200 meters away.
Hostiles are calling for reinforcements. I advise you to stop their signal if you can.
Marking threat on my position. Danger located.
Grab more data drives if you can. Don't get reckless though.
Friendly down! Friendly down!
Uplink in place. Capsule coming down. There's data drives in there. Secure them if you can. ETA's a little hazy. We're extraction aircraft's incoming. Hostiles signaling for reinforcements. Look for the signal. Enemy reinforcements en route. You should be able to see their signal.
Thank you!
God
Get your
damn it,
squad
gotta
next back,
reload!
but we can't send them in without an uplink.
That's it! Cover me, I'm reloading!
I got this.
I'm reloading!
Let's get going. Here we go.
They're calling reinforcements. Put down that signal if you want to stop it. Occupying forces by the look of it.
Gotcha.
We're set. Signal for support when you need it.
I copy!
Hostiles calling reinforcements. You should be able to see their signal.
Roger that.
Hostiles are calling for reinforcements. I
Time to
advise you to
reload.
stop their signal if you can.
Mobile hostile! Significant distance!
I'm tracking another drive capsule. Dropping fast. Hostiles are signaling for reinforcements. Look for the signal. Connection established. Support will be ready when you need it. Enemy reinforcements en route. You should be able to see their signal. Extraction aircraft closing in. Won't be long now. Your squad mate lost the drive. They're calling reinforcements. Put down that signal if you want to stop it. Prepare to initiate release sequencer. On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark! Hostiles calling reinforcements. You should be able to see their signal. Your aircraft is on the ground. Hostiles are signaling for reinforcements. Look for the signal. This area seems to be crawling with ground troops. Hostiles are calling for reinforcements. I advise you to stop their signal if you can. A hostile task force is extracted from the zone. Called in reinforcements. Hunt down that signal if you want to stop it.
Threat! On me!
Occupied forces.
Reloading! Watch my back!
Hostiles called in reinforcements. You should be able to see their signal. Enemy reinforcements en route. You should be able to see their signal.
Enemy soldier marked. 60 meters from your position.
Capsule dropping. Data drives aboard. Perfect. One drive secure. Now on to the next. Another drive. Nicely done.
Marking trouble. Not close.
Occupied forces on the ground table close to you. Could be a problem.
Get to work!
Ah, fuck! Reload!
Sniper is hit!
Under fire! I'll get you up!
One of your squad mates just dropped some data drives.
Enemy transport!
Hostile down!
I'm being shot at!
One moment! Reloading!
Here! Use it!
I'm reloading!
Just a second.
Hostile vehicle marked! 170 meters!
You need more firepower. Find an uplink. Use a signal so you can work with a full squad again. The final extraction aircraft is on its way. This will be your last chance to get out.
Located a hostile vehicle! 250 meters!
called in for reinforcements. I advise you to stop their signal if you can.
Danger there. 90 meters away from
They called in reinforcements. Put down that signal if you want to stop it.
Danger located. On me.
More occupying troops. Their data drives are on the ground. You must secure them.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yo. Yo.
Yep, you've got one guy
Nah.
going boom.
I
the
saw you.
other
I saw
guy
you
going
playing.
bam, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going
Battlefield.
nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot people in the back of the head and shit. Y'all teammates. Yeah. This nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to is it fun? No. Well, I kind of saw it's like got missions or something. Oh. It's like Warzone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta download it then. Yeah. Oh, you on PlayStation? When it was trash, huh? It was. All right.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I was running with it, and I'm like, you said what?
3 quarters of the NFL season
Yeah, I
are
was wrong
complete.
with you,
What
but-
works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
So first and
Nah,
10
I can't
now
watch
from
it
the
while I'm in
30.
the car. Yeah, I watch it on the phone.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I mean, I can, but
He'll look to throw.
I can't hear you in the screen, you know.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
This how it work on your on the
This
screen.
opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's like the stream kind of drowns you out, you know.
Now a shotgun
I
snap
couldn't
as
hear
he'll
you.
look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
All right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year, with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. They'll look to throw again. Going for Kyle Pitts, and he lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain position.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tegan Quatoriano, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll have to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, no.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Bro, you can hear us on the screen.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt.
Let me take this
Charles,
thing.
I think you'd agree,
Hold on.
not the best
Hold
of
on.
throws.
I was trying to take you out on there.
You
You
got
see
a
what
clean
you
pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that.
Yeah.
Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Hey, I'm about to go quiet for a little bit, so I'm watching this third. Hold on.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And now the rookie's free. The 40. He's at the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him around the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home. Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Colts. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Okay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown,
You said what?
Houston. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing,
you play that Resident Evil?
I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last
Like
touchdown that we see in
new
this
one or
one.
something come out?
Extra point right down the middle.
Yeah.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Oh, okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Connected to your computer.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run? And intercepted. Wilson spurred of the game. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Debo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the... And it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked
about. Battlefield.
Number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw.
I'm installing Battlefield.
Right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise.
It's going to be a while, though.
Time.
Before this shit get done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
19, Tiger, 19.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already. They're sure.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the third down throw in incomplete as well. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
18 right here, 18 right here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35.
Oh, okay. I thought you all right. This nigga probably not hungry. Had to step away for a minute. Huh?
Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, you turned it down?
His 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this
You
first
kick out
half.
your score. Nigga, what the fuck? Yeah. What? What happened? Huh? What happened, bro?
Out is the Texans
Bruh.
kick team as they'll send this one
Bruh.
away.
Bruh.
From a couple yards
Is that the
deep,
computer or is that a real person?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken
Bruh.
a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Oh, man. Oh, bruh.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I used to play
And
Madden.
with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And now here's another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that plan on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Hey, can I turn my voice off in the second for the games?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Yeah.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
You won't be able to hear. Yeah.
The Indy offense at the line. And
so if I turn my camera on, can you see me on your screen?
So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
There he goes, left side. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime
I think you lost that one, bro.
Down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more,
all right, Coach.
All right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Yeah, all right, Coach.
Point after, right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, okay. No, I saw he hit a camera option.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
18, pioneer.
They'll throw now on the final play. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Yeah, that's when I first I was on YouTube watching YouTube videos, and I saw your screen pop up. That's how I saw you on.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first
it popped up on like my recommendations or something. You know when you just scrolling.
We find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
What? This nigga.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there,
that man got that game sharp on your ass.
That gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah. And my goodness, another interception.
That man got that game sharp.
Picked up by Michael Davis.
That nigga that hacked your ass.
At their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, 43 yards. And the Texans just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. McCaffrey on the toss right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, the last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because
I might watch the highlights
on that defense right now.
No, I just don't. I mean, I might watch the highlights, but I don't really watch them.
And the Colts pick it up, and they are going to set up shop.
I ain't saying they're going to lose, but
always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the move past the
I'm going to tell you who about to lose, though.
Step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
Yeah.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Let me see.
And the Texans will take
the game on there?
At their own 12-yard line.
It's on.
I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his his own 3-yard line.
They don't never put the why don't never put the men's on YouTube like this?
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I think so. That's what it looked like. They play an hour.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's what it's on YouTube.
To the side
They don't never put it on
catch
YouTube like
as he
this.
was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22.
They don't know it. Yeah. Yeah, they ain't gonna never put the men's on like this.
And his throw is incomplete.
Charles are still airing it out at this point.
It's 41-34.
Some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
I mean,
You're exactly right.
And at the 7-yard line,
You look at the teams, you can tell why.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and
No,
goal.
it ain't that smaller, it's just they look more.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He gets
Yeah, that too.
From the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside
Hey, it is
the
what it
5.
is. But they look a little more how should we say, a little more manly, you know. Yeah. You know how they go.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's
that's what I'm saying. Them little girls, they
like
ain't ready
defense
for
there.
that
That felt
shit
like
like
pride,
that.
didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Oh, right in their face too, bro. Yeah, somebody.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We got white chicks on this? I don't see no white chicks on the court for LSU. Damn, she hit another one. What the fuck? Nigga. The little girl, the girl with the blonde hair. She got like a blonde throw.
There, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast
enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
No, she ain't got no jersey. She got a throw.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in
she
this
got a throw.
situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is that 8 on you?
And they would not be denied on the ground.
Damn,
Bring it in just one play
tell him you got a connection to
And how about how many tight ends are on the field?
Yeah,
because in today's NFL, we think of the tight
tell him
end
you got,
as a pass catcher.
tell him you got a connection interruption.
They tell him you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And
tell him you got a connection interruption.
Got it done right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, we got a connection interruption.
And that one will bounce out of the
That boy said he hit you on the check.
We will start here at the 25.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That our team did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is
that's how you do it.
interception, and I'm going to use one of the most
your
overused
quarterback?
phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because
You need to bench that
there is
nigga.
something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific
Yeah,
assignment.
they turn it on the
Today,
bench.
his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First and 10, Taylor now. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Second and 5. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Tap the 50, tap the 50.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Them dudes I hit another food.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Wow.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. And now here is another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team,
I guess you the
their
coach.
defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this
You see
one.
how-
There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time
Like
out.
some reflective different
So
color
they'll get
kind of
another
suit.
shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
It's like almost like a tiger suit or some shit. Like a
probably should have taken a knee as he only gets
no,
this out to
not
the
for a coat, but like
16-yard line.
it's not leopard print, but something like that. Yeah.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had several
The game right there, the little blonde-headed girl with the pro.
Something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th.
Wait a minute, they got 4 quarters?
Wilson
okay, it's almost over then.
No defensively lucky there. Able
Game
to keep
almost
the
over
football,
there.
but
They got
now
2
4th
football.
down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this
John,
as
you
a
gonna
positive.
John,
One, they
don't let him hit
so
that
they
100
retain
point, bro.
possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position.
You got
for them.
98 on
Imagine
your
if that
ass. They're
turnover
gonna take
takes
it back
place
for a
there.
pick six.
Now your defense has to go onto the field and try
Look
and
at
hold.
what the
Instead,
hell?
they get a little breathing room.
Oh,
Taken at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
I would too.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very
I've been on that
comfortable
board,
and
I ain't gonna lie.
confident here with this lead in the
You a
football
good
here
man.
in the 4th
You a
quarter,
good man.
Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Up huge on the scoreboard.
yeah, he about to throw your ass, bro.
Total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board.
Oh, you can see other people's scores on the board.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies
Yeah,
here,
I
doesn't
see.
it? Because some guys
That's cool.
go with less. As long as there's time
At least
left on the
you
clock,
ain't the only
they're
one to get
pushing
your ass
to get
whooped.
to the end zone
That's
one more
awesome.
time. They don't really
Somebody-
care about what the optics
Somebody
show.
scored
They
like
just want to finish
90
the
or
game
some
off
shit.
the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all
I
out.
thought.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And that might just cement it.
Bro.
A return for a late touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Your ass get crushed. I'm telling you, that boy got a game shot, man. I'm telling
You
you.
can bet they're preaching 2
He went
hands
old
on the
school
ball
on your
here as
ass.
the kicks away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy
Oh, he
of the
talking to you?
first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
I can't believe, bro.
So for Houston, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Throw it. Who? What about him? I'm only listening to your track. Free beat. Okay. All right. I'm over here listening to your beat. You got a few of them on your channel.
I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can take
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know.